Medical Superintendent Head, Department of Pathology, to welcome K.V. Chidanand sir.
An active person takes keen interest in organizing various activities of our college. Her support and guidance is a great source of strength to us. A hearty welcome to Mrs. Shobha Chidananda.
Treasurer, Academy of Liberal Education.
She is a radiologist and faculty in our Department of Radio Diagnosis.
May I request Dr. Navya ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, to welcome Dr. Aishwarya ma'am, Director of Radio Diagnostic Services, KVG MCH Sulia.
Venkatramana Gowda, former principal of KVG Law College, was responsible for the overall development of our law college. He closely associates with all the functions of our institution. I cordially welcome him to our function. She has keen interest in improving the institution and leaves no stone unturned in the developmental programs of our institution. A warm welcome to our administrator.
May I request Dr. Siya Bhatt sir, Clinical Director and Professor of Medicine, to welcome Jagdish A. sir, Administrator, KVG MCH Sulia.
Siya Bhatt sir, Clinical Director and Professor of Medicine.
May I request Dr. Shivraj Shankar sir, Professor and Head, Department of Biochemistry, to welcome Dr. Shankar Raman sir.
I also welcome Dr.
I request Dr. Manohar Hegle sir, Professor, Department of Pharmacology, to welcome Dr. Subramania sir, Director of Emergency and Trauma Services, Sulia.
Colleagues who are our backbone and greatest strength of our institution. I also welcome the faculty from our KVG sister institutions and distinguished invitees. A hearty congratulations and welcome to our 8th batch of students who are T.M. Karyappa, Dean Academic, Medical Superintendent. He also heads the Department of Pathology. He is a dedicated teacher, strict disciplinarian, and I extend a warm welcome to him.
May I request Dr. Gopal Rao sir, Professor and Head, Department of Medicine, to welcome Professor T.M. Karyappa sir, Medical Superintendent Head, Department of Pathology.
A warm welcome to, a hearty congratulations and welcome to our 8th batch students who are full-fledged doctors today. It is to be successful in securing postgraduate seat in the specialty of your choice. Strive hard and bring laurels to your alma mater by your greater achievements. Head proudly as KVG alumni. It is your bound duty to uphold the dignity and decorum of your alma mater, who has made you to prefix prestigious title doctor to your name and made you. I also extend a warm welcome to your proud parents and compliment them for supporting and encouraging you to fulfill your ambition to pursue. I am sure they will continue to encourage you in future for your all endeavors as well as in postgraduate course. I also welcome our non-teaching staff, media persons. I once again extend a warm welcome to one and all on behalf of the management, staff, students and my personal behalf. I wish our fresh graduates a bright future, name, fame and prosperity. Thank you.
Wonderful words of wisdom. May I now request Professor Satyavati Aralva ma'am, Department of Pathology, to welcome our beloved Principal, Dr. Sheila Ji Nayak ma'am. Go down to knowledge as the greatest form of all wealth. May I now invite our dignitaries on the dais to kindly step forward to light the lamp. We request everyone to stand up while the lamp is being lit.
Doctors can cure patients. KVG Medical College is proud to give to the world a new set of doctors who will pledge their knowledge and duty and commit themselves to the service of humanity through the oath. This oath is one of the oldest binding documents in history written by the Hippocrates, and it is held sacred by all physicians. May I now request Dr. C.R. Bhatt Sir, Clinical Director and Professor of Medicine, a man of discipline, to kindly administer the oath to our fresh graduates.
Good afternoon to one and all. My dear students, after your successful basic medical study and internship, you obtain the right to practice medicine on your own. Now, before you start your individual medical practice, you need to promise that you abide by the ethics of medical practice. Here I am to administer the oath to you all. Please stand up, stretch your right hand forward, and repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. Even under threat, I will not use my medical knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I will not permit consideration of religion, nationality, race, party politics, or social standings to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will not permit consideration of religion, nationality, race, party politics, or social standings to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. The respect and gratitude which is their due. I will give my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and noble of tradition of medical profession. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and noble tradition of medical profession. I will police with all respect and dignity. I shall abide by the code of medical ethics as enunciated by the Indian Medical Council. I shall abide by the code of medical ethics as enunciated by the Indian Medical Council. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Be truthful to the promises you have made. I wish you all bright and prosperous career. Thank you.
Dr. Gopinath needs no introduction. He is a very popular and famous oncosurgeon, known throughout the country and abroad. He has put in 33 years of experience in the field of oncosurgery. This is only a formal introduction. Dr. K.S. Gopinath was born at Davangere, a business and educational center of Karnataka. He had humble beginnings and had his earlier schooling at St. Paul's Convent School, Davangere. He joined JJ Medical College in the year 1968 and passed out in the year 1975 in flying colors. He stood first to the college and secured third rank in the university. For higher studies, he joined MS General Surgery at King Edward Memorial Hospital and St. G.S. Medical College, Mumbai. Later, he obtained FRCS from Royal College of Surgeons, Edinburgh, and FAMS from National Academy of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Services. On his return from Edinburgh, Dr. Gopinath joined the Kidwai Memorial Institute of Oncology, Bangalore, as surgical oncologist. He served as surgical oncologist at Kidwai Institute till 1989. Thereafter, he started his work at Bangalore Institute of Oncology. He is the director of Healthcare Global Enterprise, one of the largest cancer care hospitals. He is also the director and consultant oncologist at Bangalore Institute of Oncology and Ambuja Healthcare Center. He is also professor of surgery and oncology at Sri Devarajas Medical College, Tamaka, Kolar. He is responsible for initiating head and neck fellowship program from this year. Dr. Gopinath is married to Srimati Kusum, a college lecturer, and couple are blessed with a son Srinivas and daughter Sindhura. The family resides at Bangalore. Legacy. Dr. Gopinath has founded the Bangalore Institute of Oncology, where he is working as a director and consultant oncologist. He is known to have done extensive research on oncology with a special emphasis on head and neck surgery. He has specialized at prestigious Memorial Sloan Kettering Center, New York, and MD Anderson Tumor Institute, Texas, USA. He did an extensive comparative study of laparoscopy and conventional surgical methods on cancer rectum. He has elaborated the impact of yoga on cancer patients. He is regarded as the specialist in the treatment of breast cancer. Positions held. President, Association of Surgeons of India, 2006. President, Indian Association of Surgical Oncologists, 2003 to 2004. President, Ostomates India, Bangalore, from 2000 to till date. Vice President, Indian Society of Oncology, 2000 to 2004. Chairman, Association of Surgeons of India, Karnataka chapter. Joint Editor, Indian Journal of Surgery. Governing Council Member, Association of Surgeons, 1994 to 2000. Member, Scientific Advisory Committee, New Delhi, that's ICMR. Awards and recognitions. By considering his meritorious service in the field of oncosurgery, the President of India conferred the 4th highest civilian award of the nation, that is Padma Shri, during the year 2010. Honorary FRCS from Royal College of Surgeons, Edinburgh. Honorary FAMS from National Academy of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Dr. B.C. Rai Award during the year 2008. Rajiv Sabha Award during the year 2005. Association of Surgeons of India Award. Vikas Ratna Award by International Friendship Society. Muhammadi Sandavir Award by Traveling Fellowship in Oncology in 1987. Best Season Award by Lions Club, Peenya, 2002. Publications. He has many publications related to oncological studies, published both in national and international journals. To quote a few, Images in Clinical Medicine, it is Metastasis from Thyroid Carcinoma, published in US National Library of Medicine and New England Journal of Medicine. Primary microcapillary gene, that is MCPHI, shows signatures of tumor suppressors and is regulated by MIR27 in oral squamous cell carcinomas, published in US National Library of Medicine. Oncogenic microRNA 155 down regulates tumor suppressor CDC73 and promotes oral squamous cell carcinoma cell proliferation, published in New England Journal of Medicine. spontaneous expulsion of benign Phyllodes tumor of the breast, published in US National Library of Medicine and the Breast Journal in 2009. Effects of integrated yoga program in modulating psychological stress and radiation-induced genotoxic stress in breast cancer patients undergoing radiotherapy, published in US National Library of Medicine and New England Journal of Medicine.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and one and all. My good friend, Dr. Chidanand Gowda, his wife Srimati Shobha, and Sheila Naik, and all the friends sitting on the dais, and my colleagues in the college, my beloved student, ladies and gentlemen. When Dr. Chidanand Gowda a few weeks ago telephoned and suddenly asked me, can you come to graduation day, I was in two minds. I had not seen this part of the country. I was wondering how to reach, though it is the easiest way to reach Thulia, I was wondering, for my geographical knowledge was so poor, I was wondering how to reach this place. And he gave a very good solution. Within 4 hours from Bangalore you will be here. Thank you, Dr. Chidanand Gowda. I accepted the invitation. And today you all know that very important day in all of your career. You are all, it's a graduation day. A golden era has begun in your career today to fulfill all your dreams, and you have to achieve it. As Madam Dr. Sheila Naik has already mentioned, you are going to engrave in front of your name the beautiful words doctor. And all young girls who are going to be the women from doctor recognized, tomorrow is the International Women's Day. Think that you are not only a doctor and a medical professional, you should always look beyond the boundaries of your profession and look at large what you can give it to the community at large. That is much more important. You have all acquired the knowledge. Today with Mr. Google, acquiring a knowledge is not very difficult. So I humbly request all of you that today when you are engraving the word doctor in front, look beyond the boundaries of the medical profession, serve the society at large. That is what your aim in life should be. As been already said, medicine is still a noble profession. Why do I say? Medicine is the only profession where the art, science, human values and religion fuse into a harmonious blend, including the culture, where you don't see any of the other professions. 10-15 years ago when software industry came into the thing, everybody felt that why should I do medicine? It is not so. Medicine has remained medicine. They all remained as a service industries. They have all gone down, and medicine is progressing very well because we are caring for the suffering human being. That is why you have taken up medicine as a profession. As Gita is sacred to the Hindus, Bible to Christian, Quran to Muslim, the Geneva Declaration based on Hippocrates' oath, and your popular teacher C.R. Butt has already told you, and you have all taken the oath, please serve the humanity at large. Let us remember the father of medicine, the Hippocrates of the island of Kos in 375 BC, who laid the foundation of modern medicine as a branch of science. 2005 years back, he laid down the code to be followed by the medical profession. Even till today, we take that, and it is our responsibility to rejuvenate the glory and pride of the noble profession. The goal of mankind is knowledge. Knowledge is inherent in man. So you should learn to imbibe the knowledge in yourself. As I told, you can acquire the knowledge in medical profession. It is not the knowledge which is important. Your human relationship, communication skill, what you learn from your clinical teachers who taught you the clinical medicine. That is much more important. Today, this is the one profession where you can achieve every aspect of life. If you look at as a doctor, you can become a teacher, you can become a scientist. Rarely any of the subject where you see a clinical medicine can be transformed into translational research. you can get into the drug discovery program, and once the drug discovery program is there, you can see the results on your patient. Then you can become a good researcher, you can become a good administrator, whatnot. This is what the beauty of this profession. All of you should think of that medicine is still a noble profession, and wherein you can achieve all walks of life, whatever you want. Doctors can become a politician too. Now that politics is not very bad, politics is a very good entity a doctor can look into. Look at the achievements of B.C. Roy, who became the Chief Minister of West Bengal. Dr. Jivaraj Mehta, Chief Minister of Maharashtra and SY Gujarat state. In our own state, a lot of doctors have contributed to the development of the state. In Andhra, we have seen the development took place during Reddy's regime. So doctors can become a good politicians too. So don't be under the impression if you become a doctor, your doors are closed only to treat. By treating the patients, you can become popular, and you look beyond the services, what you can go about it. Look at the owner of this own place, a great visionary, which has been told by all of you. Imagine if you would have staying in this place, what was his thinking? A Gandhian? He looked at Mahatma Gandhi, what he contributed to the nation. With his wealth and the Lakshmi with him, he could have moved to Bangalore and acquired the whole of Bangalore. He did not do that. He started off at Arts College, the Science College, Law College, Engineering College, IIT. Now he moved into the Medical College. Today all of you are here. Let me always pay a big tribute, pranam to Kulanji Venkatramana Gowda, who has converted this place, as somebody has mentioned it, the Saraswati, the Lakshmis can convert into Saraswatis, Saraswatis can earn, Saraswati will bless you to earn the Lakshmi also along with you. What more a clinical example you want? I hope in a 12 years time from 2002, the college has achieved a significant change. And one more important thing, today many times we blame the dynasties. Never do that. The legacy, leadership imbibed by the Venkatramana Gowda has transferred into a great legacy of Dr. Chidanand Gowda and family. Chidanand Gowda would have moved many years ago. I used to see him from last 25 years. Being in Sulia, he used to attend the state conference, any meeting in Bangalore, all national conference of the ASI. Even he would not have done that, he could have stayed in Bangalore or Bombay and be one of the leading consultants. He did not do this. He followed the instructions of his father, carried the legacy of the family, and built the medical college, dental college, Ayurvedic college, so many things. My humble appeal and good thanks for you to stay here and serving the people of this region, but also giving education, and people passed out this college. I know they are all across the globe bringing glory to the college. So once again, my special thanks to you and your family remaining here and contributing to the society at large. Ladies and gentlemen, we always believe Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwara. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parameshwara. So that this is a very important word, Guru, you should think of. Never think that everything in life, the big is the ideal thing, but small is beautiful. Today we believe in medical profession, the ideal treatment by